Good morning, students. I am Nikki Vanessa and Shooting. Welcome to our second quarter, week 5. Today, we will be discussing about African literature. We have here the learning objectives, identify representative texts and authors from Africa, and then compare and contrast the various 21st century literary genres and their elements, structures, and traditions from across the globe. The development of African literature from its oral tradition up to the current trends reflect the history of its people and continent feelings and the minds of its populations. Having been denied sharing their unique culture to the rest of the world, Asian literature takes pride in their identity as the people along with a rich heritage. The dark continent enjoys as a vast collection of masterpieces both in oral and written literature, which are highly diverse at the same time common. The writings in Africa started in Middle Ages when Arabic was introduced to them, and then it moved forward in 18,000 with the coming of the alphabet. With the word of the negritude, which literally means blackness, movement in 1934, African writers committed to look into their own cultural traditions and values that can be applied in the modern world. The drive of writers to write and excite political freedom, grew, and the dignity of African tradition has been asserted. The negritude movement opened the avenue for writers to celebrate what is truly African. Through African writers like Chinanua Achebe, Suyenka, Kowa Awonor, Koge Wangchong o Okot Bitek, Dennis Krutos, Ex Kea, Maplele, Nadine Gordimer, and Jacques Rapinanjara wrote in European language. They nevertheless embodied the spirit of nationalism. So strong and effective were the works that they gained worldwide acclaim. In the aftermath of colonial experience, African writers have since chronicled new challenges that have emerged in their respective society. New sovereign governments may have been installed, but their own problems caused writers to react. This was evident in the case of Koki Wachong-o, who was imprisoned for a play considered to have subservient message against the Kenyan administration of the time. Corruption in society, a long-standing theme of African writers in post-colonial times, was reflected in Modern before the birth of the moon, 1989. Even before the colonizer arrived in Africa and deliberately shaped the continent identity, local traditions were already flourished in terms of cultural wealth. The following selections, both belonging to the myth genre, at least the power of the motherland's literary traditions that had its roots in ancient time. We have here the story of Clever Young Man and Monster by Tanzania. Once upon a time in East Africa, the monster or orange Shingwing we swallowed all the people in the world together with all the domestic animals, except one pregnant woman who hid in the pile of chaff. Later, this woman gave birth to a boy named Masala Kulangwa, whose name means the smart or clever person who understands quickly. When he grew up, he asked, "Mother, why are there only the two of us? Where are the other people?" She answered, "My dear one, everyone else was swallowed by Singwiwi. We two are the only ones left." From that day on, The young man started looking for the monster. One day, he killed a grasshopper and arrived humming, singing, "Mother, mother, I have killed." He killed a grasshopper and arrived home singing, "Mother, mother, I have killed Swingly." Rejoice and shout for joy. But his mother answered, "My dear one, this is only a grasshopper, not the monster. Let's roast him and eat him." He killed the bird and arrived home singing, "Mother, mother, I have killed Singwi. We up in the hills rejoice and shout for joy." But his mother answered, "My dear one, this is only a bird, not a monster. Let us roast it and eat it." Another day he killed a small gazelle and arrived home singing, "Mother, mother, I have killed Sing Wee up in the hills. Rejoice and shout for joy." But his mother answered, "My dear one, this is the only small gazelle, not a monster. Let's roast it and eat it." Another day he killed an antelope and arrived home. "Mother, mother, I have killed Sing Wee up in the hills. Rejoice and shout for joy." But his mother answered, "My dear one, this is the only an antelope, not a monster. Let's us roast it and eat it." Finally, the clever young man Masala Kulangwa found Xing Wingwei, overcome him, and cut open the monster's stomach. Out came his father, along with his relatives and all other people. But Pipe had luck. When he split open the monster back, Masala Kulangwa cut off the ear of an old woman. This woman became very angry and insulted the young man. She tried to bewitch him, but Masala Kulangwa found medicine and helped the old woman. Then all the people declared the young man chief and raised him up as a chief chair. Masala Kulangwa became the chief of the whole world, and his mother became the mother queen. So that's the story of the young clever man. Any questions, clarifications, additions? If you don't have any questions, please proceed to your learning path at www.gaitf.com to answer your activity and quiz. Thank you and God bless.